What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. More Last Day on Earth action. Jumping into our main account here and doing something that we like to do with some consistency on the channel here. It's time for some more expedition progress and a little bit of settlement updates. So, here's where I'll start. Settlement-wise, not a ton going on for us at the moment. We are currently trying to grind up and essentially just continue to build up our areas and get the rest of the warehouse location and all the different kind of sections of the settlement built up and unlocked to the new level. We're making some pretty decent progress. We've got quite a few of the floors down. We've got quite a few of the walls down. So we're making some decent progress there. But I am hitting a little bit of just like a production snag. So I want to talk about that really quickly. And then again, we're going to jump into and we'll do some expedition progress to talk about some things that we got going on from that perspective. So, for a lot of folks, there's a ton to do in the settlement. There's a lot that needs to be worked on. There's a ton of supplies that you need. But it feels like the upper end or kind of the mid part of the grind falls on a couple of materials that become a little bit more difficult to get, asbestos being one of them. Now, I will tell you at this point, with the expedition progress that we've made to this point, asbestos has actually not been a problem for me lately. I'm actually producing more asbestos and getting more asbestos than I need at the current rate. And need isn't probably the right way to say that. I need all of it and I could produce all of it. The bigger slowdown now for me is actually sawdust. And that's kind of interesting to think about. But both slate and chipboard, which are two of the most important materials for upgrading our walls and our floors to the next levels, it becomes a really big competing priority. And the difficult part with this ends up being is we can make 5 of these pine beams relatively quickly. 5 pine beams will turn into 10 sawdust, but this becomes kind of the linchpin at this point. And I feel like I understand why we have one of each as part of the settlement here, but I would love maybe in a future update, if we get some upper end, the 5th level of these locations or these areas, that we would be able to get a few more of these basic producing machines or workbenches to be able to do that. Specifically, I would love another sawmill. Another sawmill would be really good to be able to produce more for the grinder to be able to make use of. And then obviously from that point, we kind of get stuck down, and resin now actually becomes one of the more difficult materials we have to procure. Now we get a handful for our daily resets again because of where we've been able to make it, which has been good, but chipboard has become pretty difficult for us to continue to grind and to continue to make some progress with. And this is really the big thing kind of holding us back. So let's do a quick check in here. I actually think we're close. Frame floor, we need 3 of them. We could actually probably do some framed floors. I have enough. I actually probably have enough to do, I would say, 2 of these. And I do want to get this leveled up because the extra storage space would be nice. So I'm going to drop these in actually. So that's good. So we're one away from upgrading this. We just need a handful more slate there. And then actually we could get our storehouse. This is actually our lowest level at 2. I just don't think you need to press this. You can definitely make do with all of the storage options that you have, but we need 1 more frame floor and we'll have that leveled up. I think everybody is probably aware, if you've watched the channel before, we have this really nicely leveled up. We've got all levels situated. We would need to do reinforced floors. This is something that I do want to start working towards a bit, but obviously we can't even do level 5 because level 5 walls don't exist yet. And so that's where we're at. So we've got everything and we can make everything here, which is pretty cool. One thing I have looked at and I should start doing is maybe looking at making some copper wire for the drones. I actually think that would be really smart for us to jump in and try to knock out. And we would need to make those billets. We would need to make some copper billets, which, that's not a resource I want to be. Copper's not necessarily hard, but also not necessarily easy to come by. That's not something we want to jump into. We're doing okay from this perspective. We just need a few more framed walls, and we can get this up, and that would be finished here at level 4. So that's pretty nice. We're a measly 3 away. I don't know. I don't have any more that share with this next one, but we can get some that will share with this, with the storehouse for us, which is really, really nice. And I do actually think there's probably some opportunity to optimize this a bit as well when looking at the building. That might be something that I do in a future video, is just talking about setting up the settlement. And we're starting to get into that on our free-to-play account, so that could be good. The one big one that I do definitely want to get done here is the workshop here. We're at level 3. We're getting close to level 4. Again, essentially we just need quite a bit of chipboard at this point, and we can get the framed walls done, which would be really, really nice. I think, again, I have an opportunity to get one here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And again, anytime you can share them between 2 sections, 2 different, areas of the settlement is really good, because it'll count for both. So you can see, again, just chipboard. It's chipboard and it's slate, and we could probably prioritize one or the other. That would be smart for us to do, but it's tough. And then framed walls here for us to get up to level 4 as well. So we've got nice progress. We're getting things going. It's just, it feels like there's too much of a funnel for refined material into refined material into a refined material. And that's essentially what's happening with the sawdust. We have to make the pine beams to make the sawdust to then make either the chipboard or to use it for our slate as well, to be able to get our floors up. And that becomes tough. That does become tough for us to be able to do that. Hopefully at one point we would be able to get everything up, all the floors leveled up. I think we have plenty of space if we ever see any kind of expansion to this, and I know settlement expansion is definitely on the list of things that they want to do, but that's where we're at. So let's talk about some expedition progress. Here we go. So last video we opened up a bunch of contracts. I've opened up a handful of additional contracts as well, just to try to get some more materials for us to jump in and to be able to get some level ups for our guys and our gals running into expeditions. So right now we've got Connor up to level 43, by far our highest level. Absolutely awesome. Huge health, huge damage, at least for his level. We've got his final skill, which is Commander, which is really, really nice. So he's been pretty dang good for us. So I'm excited about that. Lemmy's made some nice progress as well. We're only a few stripes away from getting him up to 38. I'd certainly like to get him to 40, and then obviously beyond that. But beyond is going to be pretty tough, because once you get to level 40, you need 3 contracts in order to level them up into the next area. Chris is our most likely one to be able to do that. We have him max currently at level 40. We have one of the 3 contracts we need. So we need to pull him a few more times in order to get up to the max level of 50. And then we continue to grind, because we need so many more materials to be able to get this done. I have spread a few other things out. If you didn't catch the last video, we did pick up Officer Murphy. I did level him up to level 20. The problem ends up being, statistically, there's just no way he's going to survive with as far as we are. And one thing I would like to see that I think would be kind of interesting is maybe to be able to go back to some of the previous ones, maybe with limited or even no rewards would be kind of cool. And to be able to test some of these guys out and see how they're going to do, to see if it makes sense. But it's just the problem with the legendaries or the very rare, people as part of the expeditions, is you're just not going to find a ton of contracts, and that's going to be relatively limiting. So we grabbed our daily loot. What I would really like to do is actually, can I go back? Yeah, no, I can't. I was going to say. This automatically pulls me to that. See, again, it would be really kind of cool to just be able to go back and retest this one and just test out the compositions. I think would be really cool. A few of you have asked about certain characters. The problem is this has been my core team, mostly because that's who I had to level up. That's where I put a lot of my resources. I like the balance of the skills and what they bring: DPS, defense, health, to be able to take and soak up the hits. So I feel like it's been pretty good. So I apologize if I can't give better kind of comments on those things. I just haven't really been able to test. And then again, with where we are in a lot of these expeditions, I'm kind of stuck with the team I have at this point, up until we open a bunch more of the mercenary contracts, or we get an opportunity to do some other things. So we're gonna try to assemble a squad. We're gonna try to finish Ghost Town today. We're at the final one. I would absolutely love to get these 3 extra mercenary tags, and a couple of these things in our daily rewards would be great. I'd love to try to finish this. I'm hopeful we can do it. Let's get our squad. This is the core team here. What threats do we got? The noise of guns firing. So mission duration is shortened. I remember this one. This one's shortened. He's in the toxic puddle. I'm almost thinking about swapping Lemmy and Maverick, but again, we'll try Connor in the first line here. I think that's what we tried this last time. We get the squad perk of when an active skill, there's a 20% cooldown, so that's not too bad. Let's set off. Let's give this a go. Give this a try. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get a few of these. I do feel like we got some good level ups from the last time. We opened a ton of contracts, which was nice, and got some of our guys some level ups, but we'll see if we're able to make any use of that. I'm gonna put this drone right away. We're gonna power him up. I have to help take the big guy down. Connor's actually doing pretty good here. Get another turret down. All right, he's gone up to his second gas. He gets to gas again. So we got the active skill hitting there. Got 45 seconds. We lost Lemmy. Kind of depends. Oh, that's right. There's an additional wave. We're in trouble here. Gosh, we got some good damage in. Come on, come on, come on. We might be able to do this. Oh, there's another wave. That's so crazy. There's no way. There's just no way. We just need... I'm going to try it. I'm going to try one more. This one is so tough. You need so much damage to be able to be dealt, because we have to move through this level very, very quickly. And the only way to really try to do that would be if we put him up here and then swap this guy out for Connor, because what's going to happen is he won't take the impact from the puddle here, and so we'll ideally be able to keep Lemmy up more, but I don't know if actually that's going to work. I think we tried this the last time we tried to beat this. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. It's the last level, so I'm not complaining in that, but it actually would have been interesting to go back and see. I feel like we just... like hit these right off the bat. Again, he's just taking the damage is the problem. So he's actually probably going to die faster. Yeah, he 100% did. He absolutely just died faster than... than when we had him back in the puddle when he wasn't being shot. Fortunately, Connor just doesn't stand a chance here. I mean, we can really pour the damage on with the van, but The riot shield zombie blocking the shots. I wish there was a way for us to swap targets too. I feel like that would be kind of a game changer as well. We don't seem to like target the right things sometimes. Like, it's weird we attacked this guy and then we swapped over without attacking this guy next. And we're going to lose based on time. There was another wave anyway, so... I was like, what's happening? What is happening there? Okay. I kind of had an expectation that that was going to happen. I think until we can get Chris up to the next tier with some additional levels and potentially Lemmy at least up to 40, if not beyond that, I think we're going to struggle on that to get that complete. So let's see if we can make any progress here. If we can win 3 levels and get some additional things going here on Destroyed Station, this would be really nice. So we're kind of in the same boat here. So the threat we have is sturdy equipment for past life decreases damage from melee weapons by 40%. That's okay. We're not really looking at Connor at doing a ton of damage, which is fine. And there's no health restoration here. And then we got sandbags for the other 2. So let's give this a go. Let's see if we can get through at least a couple of these. Like I said, if we can upgrade our daily rewards at all, that will be a big win. Hopefully we can at least get to some of those in either this or the next one. I'm just going to hit these right off the bat. There's no reason not to do that. I think Chris being one of the better ones with the perspective that he helps with the reduction in the armor, which has been big. Gosh, and Lemmy just doesn't survive long enough for his DPS. I think that's really the core problem here. Again, they're gonna stun. I want to hit this. I want to hit this. Gotta take down the big guy. We did successfully. Nice. Feeling good about this one. Feeling real good about this one. I think we can make it. Now this should be some health stealing, I think. I forget what his 3rd level skill does, but that was good. Come on, hold out on us, Connor. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, good. And he went to him. Oh, slowing him down. That's what it was. All right, he exploded, but we got saved by the bags. Uh-oh. Let's go. That was close. That was a lot closer. I was like, oh, I'm confident. And then halfway through, I'm like, oh, there's a lot more guards than I thought there was going to be. That was nice. That's good rewards, though. This is good rewards. Mercenary tags is always good. Some nice asbestos. Some good iron sheets. I'm happy with this stuff across the board. Tags being the best. That's what we need the most now of. Let's see if we can keep this rolling. Like I said, we need to win this one and one more. If we can do that, we're getting some daily upgrades. Daily loot upgrades, which would be really nice. All right, explosive barrel. It's never good. You never want to see the old explosive barrel. All right, well, and he's dead, which is going to make this pretty hard, I think. All right, we got a little boost there. Not liking my odds here, folks. Especially with these riot zombies. They're just gonna tank so much damage. Gosh, and there's more of them. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this, folks. So we can swap Chris and Connor to avoid the explosive barrel. The thing I don't like about the explosive barrel is you essentially are required to use Tucker to defend against it unless you do some other moves. And that doesn't feel great, not gonna lie. Especially again considering that with as high of a level as we are and trying to get these completed, spending all of the resources to get these guys all leveled up as much as we have, it's like that doesn't leave us a ton of options. Now, granted, we should still be grinding. We should still be trying to level up some of the other, you know, mercenaries. That makes sense because, again, at some point, there's probably fewer combinations of folks that will work. We're kind of just like grunting through this, if that makes sense. Okay, they all survived. And the barrel's gone. So that's good, at least. Keep him alive. He's gonna go down. We got a little bit extra out of that, so that wasn't as bad. Gosh, the riot zombies. He's just getting stun locked too here. Yeah, it's over. He's gonna take like 2 hits. Man, these are tough. These are tough. The exploding barrel is rough. That's a rough obstacle because it essentially takes out one of your guys regardless. And that would have been really nice to get there. All right, let's see if we can do anything old train station. 20 resin here would be really nice. 25 rations is really good too. We need 3 levels here. We could also get a blueprint for the VSS if we can get a couple levels. Let's assemble a squad. What are these all? Restorations, and then I remember this one. This one's pretty tough. I'm not surprised that these are as difficult as they are. It's just we got a lot of levels up for some of these guys in between the last video, and the good part here is while the turret goes, and that's not ideal, we do essentially get it so that the miner focuses on it, and that is kind of nice. Right? So the miner can kind of focus on that. We need to kill the miner. We need to try to kill this big guy. We can take him out. We're okay. Let's queue this up. Dang it, he died. gosh, Connor's about to go down. And then the freaking riot shield zombie, man. Come on. Get your skill off. Get your skill off. All right, we at least got a kill there. He's doing good damage. Can he survive is the question. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Oh, my 20 resin is really big for us, too. The rations is huge. That's a lot of rations. That is a lot of rations. That's nice. The light parts is cool. Glass is great. Not super easy things to come by, so that's pretty neat. Of course, I'm happy about the tags, but the resin. Resin, baby. Resin. That's big for us. We are getting a decent amount. I think we're getting like 4 per daily loot, which isn't bad. Just bad. And again, we're kind of stuttered, locked behind some different things. Again, swapping these guys out. Yeah, that exploding already really sucks. Comes a big guy. It's gonna kill my man back here probably. If Chris can stay alive, if Connor can just literally take all of the damage, we're just not dealing enough damage here. Jeez. Like, he's dead, it's over. Yeah, there's no way. The barrel. It's always the barrel. The exploding barrels are our worst nightmare. I'm going to try to swap up the positioning there. I think we have the DPS. I do. I actually believe that we have the DPS. Gosh, look at the recommended gear score. 36,500. That's crazy. I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing, which is swapping these guys out to keep him away. The good part is Chris is protected by the sandbags. So, like, if we can kind of just dodge this and keep these guys going. And then attacks mercenaries with the trait tack first. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see if we can get this going. This might be an option for us. This may just work. Yeah, we dodged it. Very successfully, actually. And again, he's going to stay protected at least for a little bit. Okay, we got a chance here, ladies and gentlemen. Take the one guy out. Come on. Will you get this guy down? All right, we're keeping up with the wave for the most part. We lost our DPS in the back, but... Oh, don't swap targets. Come on. This guy is just absolutely murdering Connor. Man, these are tough. The max van only got us so far. Gosh dang it. These are tough. These are really tough. I do think it's getting to the point again where we are going to really have to look at kind of really finding the primo squad to take down these individual challenges, you know? And gosh, we're so close to some daily loot here. This would be huge too. The extra 2 resin and even the gas, the extra 2 gas every day would be really, really nice. That would help to offset the burn from settlement running and doing that. I'm surprised by how so this is 31.5. You know, because again, it's 85% of their maximum health. That's so much. I'm almost wondering if I swap these 2 guys. Let's try that. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm just curious. I don't think this is going to matter. But keeping Chris alive is probably more important. Yeah, he just instantly dies. It's the riot shield zombies, I'm telling you. Tucker here. Maybe we swap Tucker in. I'm going to try it. I don't think we're winning this, so. Yep, because then he goes down and we're in the big troubles. Yeah, there's just like no way. And then the exploder gets him. I'm gonna try throwing Tucker in there instead of Lemmy, and seeing what we can do there. Our Tucker's just not very leveled up. Let me see, actually. Let's maybe do a couple of draws here just to see. We're gonna be able to do 2. See if we get anything crazy. We got some stripes. Maybe not what we needed, although Lemmy might be able to go. We could do a level up with Lemmy. Let's grab an extra level for him. That's good. I mean, the extra damage is nice. Armor. Decent bit of health there. Getting him closer, but Tucker here. I'll level up Tucker with these. 26 is so low. Okay, I'm gonna try it. It's worthwhile to try because he will be able to kill the explosive zombies, which is really nice, which maybe keeps us in the fight. I don't know. And I am going to put him here, though, because if anybody's going to go down, I'm going to need him to be the one to go down. So I'm feeling like... All right, where's this guy at? Okay, we might have something here. All right, well, he died, but honestly, he saved us a ton of health, so Let's see what this looks like. Honestly, if there's a way where we could get rid of just the guys causing the bleed. The other thing is there has to just not be another wave after this. Kind of crunching here a little bit. I can't get rid of these big guys because the riot zombies are in the way. Hang it, man. Dude, if this is the last guy, I think we got a chance. We got a really good chance here. Dude, Tucker for the W. That is huge. That is huge. His one shot to kill that one explosive zombie and wipe that whole level out. That whole like wave of zombies was that literally was the difference maker. He still got blown up by the barrel. Like that barrel still exploded on his ass. So there's that. Oh my gosh. Well, now, what is this? Attacks mercenaries with the support trait first and deals critical damage to them. Auto squad. Hmm. I'm wondering if I swap these, but I think I give this a go. I'm wondering why the gear squad. Oh, maybe for Liberty? I feel like we were higher, but maybe we weren't. Let's give this a go. Again, the big thing we want to try to do every time we do one of these is at least get some daily loot progression, because that's going to help us in the long run. It's going to help us every day as we grind. I don't like the puddle, but I don't like swapping them either. And he doesn't do a good job of staying behind the sandbag, so. How about no? We take the scientists down. Wow, we just got absolutely punished on that. You know, the thought process here would be to swap Chris out for somebody that does like DPS. So swapping him out for, again, maybe like Malison. Shouldn't we have 3 here? Don't we have 3 of these? Let's try this. I've never used her. Somebody asked me about her, and I've literally never put her in a squad, but I think she's our highest level up that can dole out some damage. Well, let's give this a go. She literally instantly died. All right. I mean, this is just that again. That's she might be great. Couldn't tell you because she's getting one shot because she doesn't have enough. She doesn't have enough lives. She doesn't have enough health. Just doing some comparison here. Again, so she's got 1,000 health. Our lowest, he's got 95, he's got 42, and he's got 20,000. So, like, yeah. She's not gonna stand up because I only have her at level 27, you know? And not that we couldn't continue to level up and get her probably pretty close. Like, getting up to level 40, mid-30s is not that bad. I mean, 2,500 is a lot. That's a lot of stripes to be able to get that done. Armor-wise, I'm just curious to see how these guys stack up. So, you know, again, it's one of those things where, like, Officer Murphy might be great. If we could get him... If he was leveled up the same as Connor, I feel like he'd be kind of a beast. But again, the same problem I'm running into here is contract-wise. We're weak on that. You know, Jack would be one that I'd love to continue to level up. But again, we need the contracts to support that. Tucker, again, would be pretty good. Again, getting Connor up, getting him close to 50. The longer he can stay alive, the better off we're going to be. The more damage that he can absorb is going to be for the benefit. And then again, I really like his skills. I think his skills are pretty neat. And I think there's a good opportunity where that can work out pretty well for us. So we got a little bit of progress here. Not a ton, not as much as the last previous ones, especially the fan episode, because we did so good here. But I do want to just showcase, this has been really nice. We've gotten a ton of great rewards here. I'm going to grab a few of these things that are extra helpful for us at the moment, and a few things that we want to probably just put away and grab for ourselves for later. Take this, I'm going to take these. Plenty of storage here, which is really nice. We're just going to let some of these other things accumulate, which is good. And again, at this point, if we could find some way to get some chipboard, we're going to be headed over to Port Lab here pretty soon. I got a fun next video idea, I think, if we can get it put together. We're also going to be doing some raids as well. But got an idea where we probably need to get over to, I said Port Lab, Transport Hub. We're going to be headed over to the Transport Hub and see what progress we can get. I just want to take a quick scroll through here just to see, at any point, do we get chipboard? It's a ton of slate right there, which would be really nice. There's a ton of slate right there. This one, again, would be huge. We'd get some big updates for that. We do. All right, so we got to get through to level 29 on Old Train Station. So another, what, 6 levels to be able to get that. There's a purple card here, which is wild. 20 brick is pretty sweet. 32 resin, look at that. 20 chipboard there. We got a lot of grinding to do. A lot of grinding. Every day getting a weapon crate would be game changing. I just realized that every day getting a weapon crate, which again can have a wide variety of guns and things in it, that would be insane. Getting to this is going to be, I can't even imagine how difficult these back end levels are going to be. I really can't. Gosh, I want to get Ghost Down done so bad. I really do. I really do. I hope you enjoyed today. We got some good stuff going on. Some good, again, good progression. A little bit slower now. We got to keep working through a few things, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here. Good settlement progress. We're going to continue to grind up. So I'm hopeful here in the next one of these videos that we can showcase a couple of new levels for some of the different areas that we've been working on, Storehouse and a couple others. Some things that we're going to want to kind of grind a bit. We did our season rewards recently, so that is coming close to an end, which means we're about to get into a new season, which would be pretty cool. So we'll be grinding some things as well. If you're watching this, this should go up pretty soon as of the recording of this. So hopefully supply event is still going on. If it is, make sure you grind it. The rewards there can be absolutely awesome. And again, stay tuned. We got lots of other fun stuff coming up. Some raids that we're going to showcase. I think we're going to do another raid episode and then probably jump into a fun idea that I've got brewing in the old noggin to go and take down. That should be pretty cool. So thanks for being here. I'm going to flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe. Really do appreciate all the support. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers as our first big milestone and beyond. And every subscription counts. Thanks for all the comments, the likes, everybody dropping the love and support, spending a few minutes of your day with us is absolutely awesome. So seriously, thank you so much for all of that. And close it out. I've been Doc, Average Gamer Guys. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.